Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Victoria and this is Time and Tenderness. It is week 2 of Bakeful November and this week's theme is Cultures Week. So if you are new here, in a nutshell, every November I host a baking challenge and each week has a theme, and if you want to participate in each week, it's just at your own leisure, you can bake according to the theme of the week. So last week was Bread Week and this week is Cultures Week. So my goal with Cultures Week is to have everybody get in touch either with another culture or to get in touch with their own ethnic background. So if you are of German descent, go ahead and try a German recipe. If you are of Native American descent, go ahead and try a Native American recipe. I myself am Puerto Rican, so this week I am going to be trying my hand at making flan for the first time. Now I think I've had flan before, but I've never made it myself. So this is going to be a new experience. This is going to be baking with a water bath, which is something I normally don't do. So follow along with me as we bake flan this week. Okay friends, so I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I've already got my apron on and I've taken out some supplies. Now I am following a recipe from Pinterest, so I will have that link in the description down below. But let me go ahead and list you off the ingredients that we will be using today. So we are going to need 1 cup of sugar. This is for the caramel sauce. And then for the custard filling, it calls for 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, 1 cup of milk, a half a tablespoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, 5 eggs, and a half a cup of white granulated sugar. So this recipe is kind of straightforward. We are making kind of an upside down creme brulee. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we need to do is melt the sugar to make the caramel sauce.
The first thing the recipe calls for is to make the caramel sauce. Now this is super easy. You just melt sugar on your stovetop and it should take about 20 minutes. And I will mention later on in the video that I think I slightly burnt this caramel sauce, so it's better to go slow and steady. Once the sugar is melted and there's no granules left, just gently pour the sauce into your dish of choice. Now you don't want too much, you just want a fine, thin layer at the very bottom. Now to make the custard filling. The recipe said to use a blender, so that is what I chose to use. I added the evaporated milk in first, and then I added in the regular milk. After that, the recipe calls for 5 eggs, so I cracked them all into the measuring cup and added them to the blender, and I gave it a quick whiz before I realized I forgot to add half a cup of sugar. Blend everything together until it is velvety smooth. I then filled each little dish with custard, but I didn't fill it all the way to the rim. Remember, you want to be able to remove these with a butter knife, so if you're using a dish with a little bit of a lip, don't fill it all the way up. So I very carefully transferred this pan into the oven and I filled that little pan with water until the water was about at a halfway point of the small dishes. Now these bake anywhere from 60 minutes to 80 minutes. What you are looking for is for it to just be jiggly like Jell-O. Then you're going to carefully transfer them onto a wire rack if you have one and allow them to cool completely before serving. Now here's where that butter knife comes in, and you can see the importance of not filling it all the way up to the rim if you are using a dish with a little bit of a lip. You want the butter knife to really get in there, loosen up the sides, and then you're going to invert the dish, give it a little bit of a jiggle, and voila, you have your flan.
Alright friends, here is the finished flan. I am so excited to bite into this. I think I kind of maybe burnt the caramel a little bit, but hopefully the sweetness from the custard will offset that. So let me go get a fork and take a bite. Oh, Gabriel's waking up from his nap. Well, now that Gabriel is waking up from his nap, thank you guys so much for following along. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week for Multiples Week.